Man's Sky today. I'm just going to play through a little bit and wait until I come across something interesting, or better than that, to wait until I got to a point where the story developed a little bit and then talk about how it developed. But I've literally only been playing it for like 5 or so minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and I've decided to go down to this hot planet and progress the story a bit and put down my beacon. And I went into one of these crates, you know, the neutral crate or the green crate that you get a lot of. If you haven't played No Man's Sky, there's like certain resources you can get from crates that are sort of scattered about, usually near these sort of points. And I've just been in, and unfortunately at the minute there does look to be a predator knocking about outside, so hopefully the storm might scare them off. But I've moved from the spot because obviously I want to see if it works again, so I'm looking for another one of those green crates. But I picked up a night crystal out of a green crate. Now, night crystals, you have to find them in the depths of water. I don't know exactly how. I've never really found that many before. I might have found some before, but I can't remember how you find them. So I know they're in the water, and I know you can only find them at night. But now if you can get them in a crate, that makes them much more accessible, which is really cool, because I know later on in the game they're a bit more like you need them a little bit more. So, well, anyway, we'll have a look. There isn't a neutral crate over here, but I did want to come out and get this. As you can see, it's hot out there. Now, I've thought about how I'm going to play this with the exosuit slots, and just for cheapness, I'm going to just keep upgrading general slots until I get to the point where it's not really much difference. Because if you look at the cargo slot is 50,000 and the exosuit slot is 20,000, so you're going to go for the cheapest one for the first few at least. So right, I'm gonna... Ooh, there's another creature there. Right. Now, there is some plutonium over there, and I might just go get that. Purely because it's quite a nice chunk. And you always need loads of plutonium. I love the visuals on this planet. Like the heat haze. It's brilliant. I'm just going to get back in my ship because there's a predator lurking about again. But yeah, let me show you the night crystal. Right, so naturally growing crystalline clusters used in the creation of technological devices and starship manufacture. That is epic. Right, I don't know why I've got 2 of these. Move and stack. There we go. Don't know why I only had... Now, so let's go see if we can take off and find another zone. I don't know whether I'm going in the right direction or if I'm going back the way I came from, because I weren't really paying attention. But if we just travel a bit of a distance... There looks to be something over this way. Oh, yes, we have a building. It's always good, and there looks to be another thing as well. Ooh, doesn't look... Ooh, there is. There is a green thing. Green box. I can show you what I mean. It's not there. Maybe I was hearing... Hearing? Oh, have I parked on it? No, but I've parked on plutonium. It looks a little bit like that, but you can actually access it. But I'm gonna chart this area. Like I said, I wasn't gonna stream tonight, but when I found the night crystal in one of them crates, I was like, wow, I have to share that. It might not be a new thing, it might be that I've just not been lucky enough in my time playing No Man's Sky, but yeah, we need a crate like that and a neutral crate on. I think it is. So I might as well do this while I'm here. Nice little number quiz. So we got 9, 7, 8, and the answer is 0. So it's 0, 9, 7, 8. Easy way to work these out is obviously you see the beginning of that's 9, the next is 7, following on from the first number, and then it goes 8, and then it goes 8, and then it goes 0 to 9, 7, 8, and 0. Looks like I might have something coming up. Probably wait until I get outside though. Okay. Oh no, there we go. Valued customer. I do feel like you gain the ranks, especially the earlier ranks. You seem to gain them way too quick. I'm not complaining because it's kind of a positive. You know, it's a good thing. But it's like the game is so vast that the quick progression basically means the game gets boring pretty fast, on a scale of like you're like playing it and you're getting into it and everything's new, and then once the novelty of it wears off, I suppose to a lot of people it becomes boring. But for me, it's just kind of like I just need to take a wee break, stop playing it for a few months maybe, and come back to it. As I said, I do tend to like starting it again though, which I suppose is not a good thing. I already opened these. Yeah, looks like I have. But yeah, so the night crystals, man. Pretty cool. Right. Plutonium seems to be getting used up a lot quicker. So the next thing I need to do is to go to another planet, I believe. In this solar system. I don't want to engage them. The main reason being I'm not very good at fighting. Space combat's not exactly something I excel at. Oh, I got hit by a rock. Oh, and another. Well, that's a bit rubbish. Right, I'm getting hit by too many rocks. That is a bug, surely. Or is it something they've fixed in the game that basically is a really terrible idea? Planetary interference. Okay. We need to move. I always do this. Cut down too early and end up too far away. Yeah, see? Oh, far too long to go. I'm not sure I even have to go to this point. Piss off. I wasn't after a fight. I don't want to fight you. And as usual, you're flying like a bloody... It doesn't appear that I have the ability to fire at you. Because I'm getting nowhere. I don't know which way is down or up. I don't really care which way is down or up, to be honest. See, I'm not being funny, but how is this? This is a slow fight, very slow. I do apologise for the speed at which they are dying. See, I don't even know if I'm getting hit. Some nice camera shots, I suppose. Don't feel like see, I don't feel like they're ever losing any health. I suppose they're gonna feel like that now that I've upgraded my shield, but Do you know what I mean? I'm convinced I can beat this guy now. Yep, look. He's fucked it. Whoa! Fuck off. Don't think so. How the fuck are you still alive? Right. Down. Can I build these underwater? Apparently I can. Apparently I can't replenish my health underwater though. Why would you put it there? I'm going to need to get to this little island and replenish my life support because for some reason the game thinks it'd be a good idea to... Oh, well, we have Ragogan. But unfortunately someone got in the way. Right. Oh. I'm apparently too far from my ship. So it might be that I'm going to have to forget this quest line and just play the game without following the quest because it appears to have messed up. Yeah, you're happy. Fucking always complaining about something. Right. I'm going to go and get this plutonium because it'd be useful to have. In fact, I'm going to rinse it all. Ooh, it's getting a bit dark. I want to see if I can turn this light on over here. Shine a bit of light. Yeah, that'll do. It's a temporary measure, otherwise I'm going to have to get up and mess about. It's going to take me on foot an hour to get there. Just far too long. I don't have the energy for that today. Oh crap, I didn't realise there was such a big drop. I should have just jetpacked. I don't really get why it's asking me to plant it in the middle of the sea. I think that's something that it's fine for you to be able to do that, but you need land near the sea. I just think it's a bit overkill on difficulty. Is there a journey log? This, can we second beacon? Okay. Is it a signal booster? Well, if it is, it's not going to let us do it with that one. All my plutonium is wasted on fucking boosts all the time. Right. So apparently it's going to take us like 3 minutes to get there, so we'll just keep going. Hopefully it's on land. I thought it was nearer and in the sea, and I don't really, I'd ideally not want it in the sea. It still looks like it's in the sea, but it's the other side of the planet. Maybe if I'm a bit higher. Don't get why it needs to be in a specific position on a specific planet. It just does not make any sense. You should be able to just put it where you want. Go here! I know you don't know more. I know. Just play the game. Yeah, it looks like it might be even be on a mountain, which would make more sense. It's moving higher up now. Just keep boosting. Man. I would kind of like the ability to speed up your ship. Like you can provide upgrades that enable your boost to last longer and stuff like that. Don't know if that's possible really, but hey, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Right, this is taking the piss. I'm gonna have to do some kind of Yeah, see. I've boosted the crap out of this planet anyway. I do think that if you put more boosters on a planet, that it should allow you to scan when you're in your ship more like locations and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But we're going to do a bit of exploring here at this little base here. We've got some more platinum, which is always good. We can fleece this guy of his carbon. Right, I think this is a number puzzle. Yeah, so 2109, so it's 210 and then 9. So it's 9, and there's only one with 9, so it's 9210. New location. Standing with the Gek has increased. I'm now going to speak to this Gek, just in case there's a possibility that I can actually... Oh, friend, blah blah, friend, blah blah blah. I don't see the point in that. Like... Right. So... I thought they might be one of them... Anyway, we can chart this sector. I wonder. I'm pretty sure there was an outhouse building type thing as well. Could be, just gonna oh. Oh, wow. Got lots more money. Oh, there it is. So basically I've got at the minute a flora scanning upgrade, so like when I scan plants it's a little bit more money for stuff, which is definitely worthwhile having. Personally, my style of play I think is explorer, sandbox explorer with a little bit of the other stuff, more focused on exploring and trading than combat. But I definitely do a little bit of combat when I have to, and just to experience it. Doesn't appear. I wonder if I get. Yeah. Ooh, spin the chair. So I'll show you. We got over 500,000 now. It'd be really nice if I could find myself a new multi-tool that didn't eat away a lot of my money, but that could use some of my money and the multi-tool I've got to basically increase the amount of slots I've got, because it will be something I'll be needing to look into fairly soon. I do need a trade post as well, preferably on this planet. I'm going to do a quick scan. Looks to be some. Ooh, is this? Oh no, I've probably already done them too. Zinc over here. Fuck. Let's transfer the defense shit and the knights. I want to see what the is iridium. I should get a little bit of iridium from this. 5 iridium. Then so I think I'm going to go learn some more words, as that seems doable, within reach. Not so much now. Well, I'll head that way, and I might do a scan. Once we get that patch of land over there, or we're about to. I'm gonna scan. Aha. Nothing major, but we do have one of the green boxes I was looking for earlier to show you. These. And just because I know that I'm probably not going to have enough room, I'm going to move the gold. I know I've got some junk, so I might as well leave that. And it's doing a save, but getting it. So what I was getting was a night crystal before. Obviously it's going to change depending on the box, but it was quite cool that I got a night crystal. Now we've got Geknip, which obviously, if you've played No Man's Sky, you know they're quite common. Special items, but some zinc. I hate these evil plants, so I'm quite happy to kill them. Oh, there's another one there. Oh wow, I didn't see it. There's a trade beacon just lying about. It's one of my favourite features. Like quirky little features of No Man's Sky, walking around the planet and you just see a trade beacon just there and you can just use it to trade stuff. It's really useful, especially if you have one, you see one and then there's some good resources knocking about. Just a shame we've got a storm incoming, it means we're going to have to be quick. So I don't really need the iridium, and I'm going to get 100% straight off the bat. I'm not sure if I can get rid of the rust and metal, so I'll get rid of that because I definitely don't need that. And I think that's it for now. But it means I can pick up this. Huh, but there's nothing there. So we've seen these bites. Oh, well, I might as well get some serious monies for my yeah. It's just like a hot storm. So yeah, so anybody who wants to just explore an infinite universe, because it is pretty infinite, you will never see all of the planets in this game. As many fans of the game, many critics of the game will have said previously, you will never see it all, but you will see enough fairly quickly. And generically it is to be expected that you will only see a certain amount of variety until, and I haven't made it to the center yet. I've got at least 30 hours into the game. I've not made it to the center. I've got several playthroughs, and all of which have at least an hour in. and the longest one I think might be about 30 hours, is like I've not got anywhere near the centre really. And that is my goal on my creative playthrough, is to just make it to the centre. But I'm thinking of making this also the same goal, so I'll probably get further with this, because my creative playthrough, it's too, you just build in and get in your base, and it's quicker to get to the centre using that. But yeah, I might, if I have time, go to the centre on that, just blitz through it, and then do this as a more chilled sort of, let's show you how to get to the centre, and or not how to get to the centre, but how to play No Man's Sky and plod on with this at a normal pace. But yeah, I think we go back out. I just wanted to do that just to see how much the emerald would go for, really. It's going for a reasonable price, not amazing, but I'm going to get a fair amount of money out of it. So, you know, I could use that. Again, I'm not going to get a lot for anything else. You know, you might as well use it. It's always a good idea to check, right? I'm just going to quick check my messages. But hey, so we're cracking on. What I might do to finish off this little episode is go into the skies and over to this suitable site located. Really could do with we're back in space, heading towards our next planet. 30 seconds to go. We get there, hopefully. Probably be more like a minute, because there'd be like, I have to readjust as we get close to the site and make it easy, so I'm directly hitting the site where it wants me to go. Almost there. Right. So now Right. This might not work, but... yeah. Not ideal. But we're not far off. We're less than 30 seconds away according to the timer, which is wrong, but... might actually still be less than 30 seconds away, so... do like... it's another hot planet. It's like a desert planet. So... not entirely sure, but I think these points where it's got a landing site, it will allow you to take off without using fuel. Hey bud, I'm just going to do this observatory. And 3941. And there's only one with a 1. I remember when I first started playing this game and I was getting them wrong straight away. I was like, why is that wrong? Oh right, you don't pick one at random, you just... it's not randomized. There is actually a method to the madness, and as soon as I figured it out, that was it. It was easy. Steal this guy's carbon, and I'm not gonna disturb him because I'm getting sick of the same boring old lines. And I'm not going to return to space straight away because the Sentinels, once they come for me, that's when I'm going to go to space. Because this is apparently dangerous, Sentinels wise. Into Viking Dagger. Okay. And might as well. Don't worry, I'm not going to stay on this planet for long. I'm just... moving away from the Sentinels. Right, where's the hollow terminus? Top side of this planet over here. Need to head towards this. I've just come, hopefully, and got away from the hostile scam because they are a bit frequent, to be honest. I do feel like, yeah, you should be able to alter the settings on normal mode as to how frequent you want interruptions to your gameplay. Creative mode, obviously, is a way of sort of, I suppose, optimizing that. But hey, come on. And I'm hoping that multiplayer hasn't been implemented in a way that if you see other players and you want to, if you're the sort of player who likes to scan other ships and attack them, and that's your playstyle, that you can do that to a player who's playing the game, because that's one of the reasons I don't want multiplayer in No Man's Sky, because there'd be too many griefers out there, for want of a better word. So it introduces you this little quest line they've implemented. I think it introduces you to a lot of the mechanics of the game. I think it's definitely a good way for new players to start. Obviously, having played it quite a bit, I don't really need it, so it gets a bit frustrating at times. But and it feels a bit slow paced. But you know, you are learning, and it's definitely worth a look. And while I'm here, I think I'm just going to do a little bit more. See if I can scan some stuff. I'm going to get this plutonium because it was eyeing me up. And there's lots of it. Sentinels coming in for blood. The atmosphere is not dangerous at the minute, so definitely. I think I might have been here before, as in. But hey, just mainly because of the. Knowledge stones. So that was No Man's Sky. I'm going to get back to my ship and save it. I'd love to carry on. This is the annoying thing about No Man's Sky and most other games that I tend to play. I tend to get sucked in and I want to continue, but life does not let me. And might as well pick up the zinc if I'm walking past it. But a lot of people ask me, especially like if they're watching my stream, people asking, "Oh, is it worth picking up?" Honestly, as I've said to people before, No Man's Sky is worth picking up if you feel like you want to play it, and it's worth picking up if you think you would be into a game on the basis of how it is now or how it could be, but not too far into the could be, more into now. Because No Man's Sky, if you want a game, an FPS game, it's not really for you. If you want it's its own unique thing, basically. I think it's a game that most people would like to try it, and only a small portion of those would love the game. Me being one of them, but some people might play it for like a day or two and get bored of it, and then they feel like they've wasted the money. If you're the type of person who falls into that category sometimes with games, maybe find a way to play it without buying it. I wouldn't recommend getting it on PC. I think it plays a lot better on console. from what I've read, that's obviously not from personal experience, and it probably plays better now than when I read these things. It's coming out on Xbox, I think, this year. So if you've got an Xbox, maybe get it on that. I wouldn't pay 40-50 quid for the game. I've seen it available for about £10-15 in some places, online or in the sale in shops or something. That's reasonable, and it won't be a waste of money at that price. Unless, of course, you're not really a gamer and you're just someone who occasionally dabbles, in which case any amount of money on a game that you don't like is going to be too much. Personally, I love it. It's not going to, I don't think, come to the Switch, but if it does come to the Switch, I'm likely to buy it on the Switch just for the portability. But we've gone over the hour mark, as I usually like to leave it around that. So I'm going to let you make your own mind up on that one, and yeah, hopefully if you liked it, drop me a like. Really appreciate it. If you want to know when I'm next streaming, the best way to find out is to subscribe. If you don't mind the annoyance of notifications, feel free to, I personally only have them for certain people I'm subscribed to, so feel free to do that if you want to do that. And yeah, I will possibly look at doing a video. I'm guessing, if the way I'm going at the minute suggests anything, you can expect to see me on Thursday. Not sure if it'll be No Man's Sky. Feel like I'm getting into it, so it could be No Man's Sky, but I am feeling a little bit like I've neglected my WWE fan base, so you might see some WWE Universe on Thursday. Either way, I'll catch you in the next one. See you in a bit.